Hey, what's up everyone, Sangtuary here, and we're back for another kind of content here. It will be a commentary of a game from the tournament, from my tournament, the Sangtuary Tournament 425. This is a qualifying game, and yeah, I heard, or so rather, in chat and sometimes as well in comments, that it would be interesting to maybe have my point of view or my review or live commentary or whatever on other players' games. So that's what we're going to try here. We're going to follow along actually Sim's game and try to commentate over the game and try to anticipate what he might do, try to review the plays that are being done by him and the other players, and overall just trying to commentate over that game. Maybe a quick reminder, every player of the tournament plays 3 qualifying games. Those games give a certain number of points that you can see here on the table. 5 points for a win, 3 for a second place, and so on, as you can read. And after those 3 games, the top 16 out of the 52 players that are enrolled in the tournament, the top 16 will move to the semifinals, and after that to the final. So yeah, and actually then the winner of the final obviously wins the prize pot of 140 USD. If you're interested in participating in similar events in the future, I plan on doing more tournaments like that, so hit the Discord. You'll find the link in the description below. Other than that, don't forget to like the video, let me know how I did, because that's going to be the very first game I commentate. Don't forget to subscribe, follow on Twitch, and yeah, hope to see you very soon, maybe as well one of those days where I'm going to be live. So yeah. All right, without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So there we go. Was a bit late apparently to join the spectating, so we missed the leader draft. But we're here basically for the first 2 agent moves. We've just missed basically the smuggling from Yuna, who is played by Simp that we spectate here, as well as Full Space by Ronak Sifik playing Romber there. Then we have Baron is Blero, and Weben plays Paul. We have already a Baron masterstroke there on round 1, which makes a lot of sense. And what will be done here, probably between playing experimentation to Imperial Basin to get some more research here, or city space like Carthag, probably. Oh, memo coders is there. Wind traps and restricted ordnance are the decks. I would probably experiment to Imperial Basin, toss in 1 troop, bet on someone going to Wealth, to be honest. But Carthag is also a fine play, to be honest. It's a bit of a 50-50 there. Taking out 2 troops to try and secure at least 3rd place there. Bomber competing, yeah, that's a bit the risk with 2 troops, because now Paul typically could go Arakin, toss in 3 troops. Romber send out 2 troops, probably because he's got 2 daggers, so 2 troops is maybe a bit uncomfortable in between. Might still turn out fine, right? I mean, Paul might still go Wealth, and so be it, but in that case 1 troop would probably have sufficed, because, I mean, let's see. Romber might not have 2 daggers either. Oh, Baron had his 2 actions actually, so pretty happy with Hardy round 1. Otherwise, we would have known that it would not be possible round 2. Paul played the Rain first to Technigo. Now, is he contemplating for an early reveal? Is he gonna play? I mean, if he's got faction, I would see still suits the most likely. If no factions, might be early reveal, huh? Or Arakin toss out 3 troops, try to price out both Bomber and Yuna on this combat. Or 2 daggers in hand. 3 persuasion, could be afraid of fleet. Yeah, that's always the curse, right? You uncover something better than what you take. Pretty much the persuasion you would have had at the start of your reveal. But nothing you can do about that now. I don't think it's the time for an impersonator here. There goes 2 daggers. And Paul surely also has 2 daggers, otherwise why tossing just 2 troops? For Baron and Paul, then can he get Liet? 2 daggers in hand would mean he needs both convincings. Oh no, never mind, he's on technical, so yeah. He should be in a position to afford Liet there. Two daggers, yeah. Liet. Yeah, those 2 troops go to waste, sadly. So Rumber has a choice, Hold Space or Memo Corders, both leading to this, but chooses to go Fold Space. Baron doesn't have any factions, so he's probably gonna go Smuggle with Experimentation. There he goes. And Paul didn't have factions last round, right? Oh, he drew Dipro actually. Played the Ring there and then Arakin. He's got Sikh allies. Wealth or Still Suits here, I think, is the play. Could be Wealth and then try to get 4 Solari out of the combat. Wealth into City. Even 2 Solari actually would put us at 7 Solari. Still suits it is. Might still hope to get wealth afterwards with the Seeker Dice, but I doubt that's gonna happen. Paul might be interested in that. But if not, then that would be a pretty nice round for you now. Another contested combat here. Paul has Citiax. No, he does not. Yeah, but well, it is pretty much what was expected, but he he did reshuffle, so it's hard to say exactly, but he drew his 2 daggers last round, so best probably has 1 dagger. But yeah, still suits into hard is a good play actually. That kinda makes it certain, almost certain. 1 intrigue away from being certain to get Swordmaster next round. Unless Paul ends up second actually. If Paul ends up second, then might not happen, but Baron has his 2 daggers, yeah. That's what I thought I'd remember. And Paul best has 1, it seems not. Oh, that's nice, what 5. The shadows and shifting. Could also be Stilgar. I think I would probably edge it for in the shadows and shifting just because we have 3 persuasions, so denying us shifting and in the shadows, pretty nice. Yes, Stilgar it is. Now that's a tough call for Yuna. Is it shifting or in the shadows? It's not easy to be honest. Maybe shifting for also the persuasion, but in the shadows is powerful. I like in the shadows for the reveal, like action. You don't need to play it, yet you get somewhat an action out of it because it gives you bumps there for free. I mean, maybe the cost is the fact it has 0 persuasion. Most likely that's how we should see it. But it is definitely a tough call. I think I'd go in the shadows. Especially with the current economics here, 0 water, 0 spice. I think I would edge towards in the shadows. Thing is, it does mean you have 2 cards that you kinda don't want to play and reveal for 0 persuasion, so it's maybe not as great either, but yeah. I think I would have made the same choice. Very nicely played here. That's gonna be first Swordmaster of the game, round 3. Unless there's a Windfall, which in this case would be Baron, the first Swordmaster. But if not, it seems to be Yuna. to smuggle up here. No need to collect more Solari here. Or Baron. There he goes, Paul probably wealth, yeah. So that he's ready for Swordmaster next round. Which puts Baron in an awkward situation because he was 1 Solari away right now, but now, although he's got his 8 Solari, he won't have it before Paul or Romber, most likely. Unless they go for a different route. But Romber can just recall for 5 Solari right now. He's gonna be 1 away. And Paul plays first next round, so he probably will go Soulmaster. Here, Diplo and Experiment. I mean, if it was me and if it was open, I'd go Imperial Basin with Experimentation. Because the ring at this stage, you can't activate it anyways, so better use the agent effect you have on Experimentation. If that's not open, yeah, well, you play the ring and Diplo anyways. Diplo you play here. Sure. The old space maybe still suits. And he took Memo on the way up down. That's pretty nice because it also gave him basically the Solari thanks to the alliance here. And Solari now for Mr. Romber Vernius. Goes for the alliance and the water bonus there. Maybe Siege Tower is the play, so that then potential Hardy to win that combat. Depends a bit on what Romber does, but going Siege for a water might not be bad anyways. And if Romber is not going Arakeen, well then Hardy should beat him. And if Romber goes combat, then it could be Diplo to full space or secrets. This is Arakeen. Gets a dagger from the draw. Like artillery, okay. That's a sad nuke, because he probably doesn't have 6, right, with 3 cards. Reveal, and the rest is a bit underwhelming. That's a bit of an unlucky atomics. It is an interesting start to the game. It's like Romber might have a bit of an edge here, especially if he wins that combat. Which he probably will unless Paul has combat card here, but I assume that artillery will already come in handy right now for a dagger too. But early Swordmaster on Yuna is also good. That's not to be discarded. Baron has shifting and then alliance there, so that's not too bad. Paul is building up his Fremen deck here for Liet. So that's actually one argument for Stilgar over In the Shadows or shifting last round. I forgot about that. It did make sense in the end. Although it is a tough choice, to be honest, but one that was probably needed. Yeah, it has to be Dipro here, to be honest. Not win that fight. Dipro to probably go full space. Wouldn't be so bad to have a bit of an access. He goes siege now. I'm not sure that brings so much. I mean, it brings an intrigue, basically, because you probably beat Paul with the dagger, but in that case I would have definitely gone siege first, get that water, and then could have gone Dipro Hardy. Yeah, but you wouldn't beat Romber actually with the artillery now. But after that siege, you keep the water, you decide to go Dipro, maybe to Still Swords to actually collect the water, and then Great Flat next round, do something with that experimentation. Yeah, that next hand is actually very awkward. Next hand sucks because the only card you kind of want to play is experimentation. We'll definitely have to play In the Shadows there. I don't think I'd buy anything here. I think I'd reclaim to get the beetle so that my experimentation next round gives me an intrigue. Praying maybe for another draw. Thankfully refocus might already help, but next hand is a bit tough. It's a bit unlucky to have all of it shuffled that way, because there are basically 4 cards in the deck that you don't want to play in the Shadows, Spray the Fleet and both Convincings. He's gonna draw all of them in the same hand. It's gonna be refocused first here. And Siege could be an option to then go and grab that. But refocus to first, maybe try to pull another city access and not have In the Shadows, not have to play it right now. Yeah. That's not lucky. That's really a bummer. Go Smuggler first. I think it makes sense, to be honest, but you might be too late for Great Flat after that. Then again, you might pick a card that is better to play than In the Shadows, so I can understand as well the urge to play experimentation first. Oh wait. Oh, didn't reclaim for Beetle last round. I think that would have been good, because now, right now, you would be here with one more intrigue, Let's try to remember what that intrigue is, because that's exactly the one that we would have drawn. I mean, let's try to pay attention when, if Romber plays it before picking up another one, we could make a bit more precise if, but yeah, that card might have helped a bit. Okay, Baron's on 2 water, so this is gone. It's either Carthage or a siege with this, and then experimentation. Picking up some spies. Yeah, but there's absolutely no chance you win a combat with 1 troop and 0 sword. Unless you pick up combat on Carthage right now. Thinking of early revealing here. I don't think that's the play I would do. Because experimentation is still a good card you'd like to play ideally. This I understand you don't. This maybe not either. Yeah, it's a bit of a tough hand for sure. But if you reveal, you've got to do it now, because Freighter Fleet obviously makes you do a bunch of actions there. Okay, early revealing. Is it feeder or power play? It takes the BG. So that at least next time, if you see in the shadows and you have nothing else to play, then play it for something. I can understand that. And it combos nicely with Freighter Fleet. If you get them both in the same hand, it's not too bad to play it. But it hurts to have to reveal on 2 agents round 4. Oh, he shifted down there to chase Yield now? Or to at least pressure it. It's true, with shifting you can always take that back and take a friendship afterwards. I don't hate that. Pretty nice play. And who's got the second shifting? Did it get nuked? Yes, okay. Your nukes are gone. Oh, you kept the 4 specimens again. At some point you have to play them. Because right now, I mean, you're good for 1 Highliner, but that's pretty much it. And nobody seems to be interested in that anyways. So yeah, I think next round have to reclaim forces here. Replacement eyes, really like that card. And combos nicely with what Yuna has here, especially if you can get 2 in the shadows in the same hand. That's just disgusting. Nice little row here with those two Bene Gesserit heavy hitters. Replacement eyes really like. This maybe a bit less, and power play. Very interested. Very interesting as well. It was all alone in the combat now. Oh yeah, he won it with one troop. Pretty nice. All right. Sorry, I saw the subscription data up here being like outdated and I had to fix it. It started to trigger me. We're on 288 right now, and by the way, if you're watching that and you enjoy, please hit that subscribe button. Help us reaching the 300 subscribers on YouTube. Would be very much appreciated. Yeah, a little selective here, I don't hate that. But unlucky with the draws, because it seems the hand will again be very limited there. Is it restricted ordnance? Holtzman? If Holtzman, I would assume Baron goes, then High Council. This round. Actually, restricted as well needs High Council, right? So either case would require High Council quite soon. Not easy here. But I was about to say, I think, I mean, okay, okay, this is very good. This is very nice. Because I was thinking maybe also a siege into research station, but those two draws most likely don't allow you to go back to 7, because there is quite some 0 persuasion stuff there. This is a nice little duo of intrigues there. And I think this is the fight for demand respect. Gotta try to make it happen here. Ideally, get another spice to make it worth the trouble. Yeah, but yeah, I think it is worth the lifetime. Then you can go Imperial Basin to get 2 spice. Be ready for that. And try to draw quickly that in the shadows, afraid of fleet. Figure reshuffle from next hand. think I would do that. Yeah, nice play. Oh, not lucky, because needed one of the experimentation here to go actually. You're now kind of forced into going there with the ring. At least drawing in the shadows here is nice. Could also be in the shadows discarding Freight of Fleet to try and get up a friendship there. I like revealing it for the extra intrigue here. Oh yeah, Paul still has 2 agents and 4 troops. So kinda needed 1 extra troop, it's true. Imperial Basin would probably not have been enough to win that fight with 3 troops, a dagger, and a hope for combat intrigue there. A bit thin. 2 intrigues actually, because you can also reclaim for this intrigue. Then I would have, I mean, you know me, I'm a gambler, so I would probably have tried that. And is it Bindu time for Lady Jessica? I think it is. But I was saying playing Water of Life before, but in hindsight, easy to say, but it would have probably been better to first play Bindu and then Water of Life to make sure you draw at least one of those experimentations to go in Pearl Basin with it. And Lady Jessica, could also be for Humanity to play around with that alliance. It's a bit risky because Paul has In the Shadows and Power Play as well. So I'm not sure I would go there. I think I would just go Lady Jessica, take half a friendship here. It's also very, very strong in persuasion, like Peter de Vries. I think it's the right call. 6 specimen, now it's time to spend them. Yeah. Is it combat? No, but it... Oh! Yeah, but there's no way to make it surprise, because both of them probably... I mean, both of them have access to shipping, so... Not like you can take them by surprise to play it. And to get access before them. But it's still very nice. It's a VP locked in. Might need to play it right now though, yeah. I would probably keep bypass though, because if you get 2 intrigues, you can play Demand Respect because it meant you actually won the combat. More intrigues on Paul there. Okay, he uses his power play on false base, which is quite good news because he probably targets this with his In the Shadow. But, oh, and the Spice must throw. Really nice one. All of them here. Let's see who gets there first. Atrocious as well, very nice. Ines and Dispatch. Not too bad. Demand Respect to take the half friendship here. Ines could be used to fill in that friendship and farm another intrigue out of the alliance here. I don't hate that. Oh yeah, actually, and Demand Respect just completes that alliance, I guess. That friendship. Very nice. Let's do a quick roundup of the VPs earned so far. 1 combat on Rumber and 1 alliance. Baron has 1 combat and 1 alliance as well. 1 friendship more than Rumber. And Paul has 1 alliance, 1 spice must flow and trophies besides friendships. Whereas we have all the friendships, 1 alliance. We'll need to become a bit more creative when it comes to getting other points like a spice must flow or a combat point, but we need a bit more than just that, because basically all the 3 points are now behind us except for that one. Speaking of which, Bomber gets it first and takes the 2 spice that goes with it. Extramerity. I think if you can here deploy to wealth to then power up the ring and maybe compete for that alliance, essentially, because that also allows you to deploy quite an interesting amount of troops. Those 2 plus the 1 from the ring plus the city, that's 4 troops. Yeah, I think that's what I would be looking at. Hopefully wealth remains open. Oh, glimpses for Haga Basin, that's pretty nice. Getting all of that spice, getting a trash out. Fremen deck coming in quite nicely. Oh, trash is convincing. Oh. Because he does not have any daggers or recon in the discard, everything in hand right now, so I guess doesn't really want to waste that. Deploy to wealth here. Even if not to compete for the alliance, just to power up the ring. Nice. Same idea. Bypass band coupling, why not? It is a good card. That device. Romber going combat mode with the first dreadnought of the game. I've got to be a bit careful with alliances because of those, or that shifting allegiances actually. I still think it's time to pressure this for the extra troop bonus. Because you have dispatch, so... Could actually be a time to ring smuggle up, prepare for smuggle down next round. With experimentation, allows to come down here to get that VP locked in, get an additional bump from that, which would then allow to potentially lock it with finesse. Finesse is now. I'm not convinced by that, because I'm not a big fan of stealing an alliance but not capping it, because that feels like it could fire back really nastily. Or at least if you do it, make it on your next turn when you dispatch recon to secrets to immediately take that one back, get 2 intrigues out of that. I could understand. Oh, but yeah, it was smuggled up, so that was nice. I didn't see where the ring got played, actually. I was distracted. Notifications. Technical. Holtzman, probably. I mean, 100%. Oh, never mind. He doesn't have the... I thought that was a negotiator for some reason. Missing 1 spice, but yeah, it's definitely his target because he's already on a spiceman's floor there. And he's got that little command deck with Liet kinds. Might not be obligated to dispatch here. Also just either to siege. Oh, but yeah, Raider Fleet actually allows to reveal and take that, but still, then definitely wait, keep that finesse until the last moment when you can cap it by revealing, because you never know. I mean, there could be... I mean, now he doesn't have any more agents, so it's probably safe, but with 4 spies could have potentially gone conspire, and having a bump here would be like a strong arm or the straight bump, or yeah. No, the bump was already used by ourselves, right? No? Didn't get used, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's time to lock that alliance now. And then next one would be this one to secure... that's... Wait. Yeah, that's greedy. I think that's greedy. Might work out, but it is a risk. I'd rather not take risks on that, I think. But getting rapid here is huge. This is beautiful. Okay, now we enter round 7 level 3 combat. Romber making use of that death device. Pretty nice. Chips burst. Goes for troop transports probably. Yeah, there it goes. Did Baron pick up his shifting? Could be. This is a bit in danger. Might be Jessica to selective. Maybe even trashing in the shadows in the hand. Secure it already. Or trash Freighter Fleet. Or you dispatch in the shadows to selective and you trash itself. And it kind of makes it feasible to get a Spice Must Flow. Actually not, because we need to play one experimentation to get that point. Gotta lock it up somehow. Maybe a bit too cautious, but I would even do it this round because the shifting from Baron would lead up here, and then it's just a matter of one little bump and it takes it from you. Okay, decides to go the risky way. Eight persuasion. Dagger to Menta could be a thing then. To try and, I mean, there's 1 in 3 chances to get Peter the Breeze, which would put us at 11. And then that kind of guarantees you can play experimentation, Diplo, and still have a Spice Must Flow. So maybe that's an idea. And to try and assess if this combat is takeable with these cards. If not, to see if the game is likely to end this round. It basically gives you more time to assess the situation and see how it would go with this. But I am uncomfortable with that BG alliance. The Emperor alliance actually as well, right? Both of them. It hurts so much to lose an alliance when you're on the very last step here before the cap. But I'm usually just not taking that risk. Could just dispatch in the shadows to secrets and flip the dagger to cap both. But at this stage, I'm committed towards risking them, so might be the play. But I'm scared. What could happen here? So Arakin within the shadows to cap the alliance here. Not too bad. Really nice, and it puts us at 9 persuasion. So yeah, let's see if that works. Problem is, gotta play experimentation to get this point. So thankfully, Yuna plays or we play before Baron next round. It is quite likely there is a next round, probably, because Romber is far from that. Oh, where was he? No, he was. Okay, thankfully he could not recall to. Oh, never mind, he can't. He would need shifting, taking the double bump. Vice Misfer is very likely for Romber with 7 cards here. Memo Corders is not active anyways. But yeah, probably no endgame this round, unless he collects spice and picks or has a Sleeper Must Awaken. Otherwise, 7 points. Paul could end it. No, never mind, he's already here as well. Because this is in the shadows is 8. Might still be possible actually, because this is 8. Winning that fight would be 10. And yeah, he's got Fremen in hand plus Liet Kynes, so Spiceless Flow is pretty guaranteed as well. I think I would probably dispatch Experimentation to Hardy. Take that point. That's 8. 2 more troops would be 18, 22. And that would be 10. And trying to deny basically Paul to trigger endgame. It is very frustrating to lose a Spice Throw when you're on 9 and you have to choose not to go for it, but I think that might... In the Shadows is here, so he might not get his PG friendship now, actually. Unless he's got a way of trashing it. I mean, Baron might still win that fight as well, obviously. So... yeah, might be the right play to go SMF still, to be honest. I was maybe a bit too careful with my assessment there. Got 10 persuasion, I think, with 2 cards and no high council, right? Because that liaison counts for 2, Liet counts for 2. Oh no, he's got 8, never mind. So, yeah. Right call, most likely to renounce on that. I'd rather go for the fight here. It is risky, but at some point you've got to take those risks for sure. And Baron did not have shifting, so next hand 100% has that shifting in hand. So yeah, first thing Yuna has to do is to tap this. Has a dispatch, so it's pretty sure can do that. Oh, Vice Throw and in the shadows for that friendship, triggering endgame. Then it sounds like the Hardy play would have put us on 20. Let's see if it would have been enough. Oh, true, it's got that mini-mic film. Nice one. Nice one from Paul. Still got that Spiceless Flow. Would 20 have been enough? We won't know. Because Paul is on 19 but has 2 hidden intrigues there. So we don't know if that would have been enough. But endgame is here. And as it stands, let's see what Baron has. Baron is obviously the master of the intrigues there. Grand Conspiracy. 1 point. No. Corner. No. nothing but a third place. Third place means basically 2 points. So it's not the best start, but not the worst. GG to Ronaxific for the win here with the Rumber. Weapon second with Paul. Simb that we spectated with Yuna on third, and GG to Blaireau as well with Baron on 7 points. That was a very nice game. I enjoyed spectating that. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed watching that as well. And yeah, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch. I hope to see you very soon again. Have a good one. Bye bye.